Hello everyone, my name is Clifford Iroanya and I'm bringing you greetings from the great city of Houston in Texas, United States of America on this very good day, which is the 28th day of July 2020. I just want to share some thoughts and words of caution on this very short video presentation. Now, on the 3rd of June 2011, President Goodluck Jonathan signed into law the Terrorism Prevention Act, known as the Terrorism Prevention Act 2011. And on the 22nd of April, the amendment of that act in 2013 was gazetted. And what is the act all about? The act defines terrorism, terrorist group, and with all other accompanying sections. Let us take a look at some of the sections. In section 2, subsection 5, C of the Terrorism Prevention Act, it empowers the law enforcement agencies to investigate, to arrest, and provide evidence for prosecution of anybody who contravenes the Terrorism Prevention Act. In subsection E2, that is section 2, subsection 5E, it also gives the law enforcement agency the power to seal up the premises upon reasonable suspicion of such premises being used by a terrorist group or a proscribed group. Going further, in section 4 of that very act, section 4, subsection C, it specifies that anybody who belongs to a terrorist group or a proscribed organization that attends a meeting of such a group or a proscribed group or terrorist organization, that person is in contravention of this act and is committing an offense punishable under this act. That is section 4, subsection C. Also further, going further, it says that in section 16, subsection 2, sorry, again, I beg your pardon, section 16, subsection 1 of this act, it says that if you profess to be a member, or you say that you are a member of a terrorist group, that you are also committing an offense. Going further, in the same section 16, subsection 3, it says that if you belong to a proscribed organization, that you are in contravention of this law. In other words, if your organization is officially tagged a terrorist organization, or if it is proscribed, that you identifying yourself as a member means that you are contravening this very act, that you are committing an offense. Going further, in section 25, subsection 1A, it gives the law enforcement agency, especially the police or the National Security Advisor, the power to enter and search any premises or any place any person or group of persons are having meetings without a warrant. It's very important we understand that. This law empowers the security agencies, especially the police and the National Security Agency, the power to enter and search any premises or any place where they are conducting a meeting without a warrant. Secondly, it also empowers the security agencies to arrest anybody who is in any gathering in the name of a proscribed organization or a terrorist tagged organization without a warrant. This is the law. Now, let me now bring this home so that we will understand where we are going. On the 20th of September 2017, the Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria approached the Federal High Court in Abuja and made 3 prayers through motion ex parte. A motion ex parte means that the person can get a court order or a court agreement against the opponent, even in the absence of that opponent. Abubakar Malami approached the Federal High Court on the 20th day of September 2017 and made 4 prayers, 3 specific and 1 generic. What are the prayers? Number 1, he requested the court to make an order that indigenous people of Biafra, that they are committing acts of terrorism and illegality. That's number 1. Number 2, he requested the court to make an order that the indigenous people of Biafra should be proscribed. I repeat, he requested the court that the indigenous people of Biafra should be proscribed within the Federation of Nigeria. Number 3, he requested the court to make an order restraining any person or group of persons from participating in any manner whatsoever or in any form for any activities involving or concerning the indigenous people of Biafra. And then the 4th one was a generic prayer, which he said, to make any other order that the court deemed fit. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the world, lo and behold, the court approved and granted all the prayers. That same day, the court gave an order declaring that the indigenous people of Biafra, that they commit acts of terrorism and illegality. 2, that from that day going forward, the indigenous people of Biafra is hereby proscribed. 3, the court ordered restraining any person or group of persons from participating in any manner whatsoever, in any form of activities involving the indigenous people of Biafra. And this was signed by Prince Babatunde Adejoro Ashada, the registrar. Now, why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this because I came across a presentation or a broadcast that was forwarded to me where, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra was lamenting that they were having a meeting somewhere in Abia State, Nigeria. And the security agency, SAR, came in there and arrested members. And then he was, threatening hell upon hell. Now, let us look at this fundamentally. This court order from a court of competent jurisdiction has never been vacated. In other words, it has not been turned off aside. It has not been set aside. It is still existing. What that means is that as we speak, as at this time I am making this video on the 28th of July 2020, indigenous people of Biafra, number one, is proscribed within the Federation of Nigeria. I'm not talking about outside of Nigeria. Within Nigeria, the indigenous people of Biafra is a proscribed organization. Number two, the indigenous people of Biafra is a terror tag according to the court order. They are tagged as a terrorist group. That means that all the applicable sections in the Terrorism Prevention Act of 2013 apply to the indigenous people of Biafra within the Federation of Nigeria. What does that mean? Or what are the implications? The implications are that under no condition should anybody, first of all, identify openly as a member of indigenous people of Biafra as ordered by the court. Two, under no condition should they have any meeting, because it is against the law of Nigeria called the Terrorism Prevention Act, until that court order is set aside, until that court order is upturned by a superior court. Anybody who is having a meeting, conducting any meeting, identifying openly as a member of indigenous people of Biafra as proscribed, that person is taking a big risk. Now, let me even go to the more scary one. Section 33, subsection 2 of Nigeria's constitution says that, especially as the subsection, that is the 2B of it, section 33, subsection 2B of Nigerian constitution makes it lawful to take somebody's life during a lawful arrest. In other words, if indigenous people of Biafra members are having a meeting and security agencies goes there to arrest them because it is illegal since they have been banned or proscribed, and there is any resistance, if anybody is killed, if anybody is shot dead, the killer is protected by the Constitution. Whoever kills an IPOB member in the process of arresting them where they are meeting because they are proscribed, and that person happens to shoot and kill an IPOB member, the Constitution covers that person. This is not me. That is section 33, subsection 2B of the Constitution. Please don't believe what I'm saying. Go and search it out for yourself. He says that, let me read it directly. He says that a person shall not be regarded as having been deprived of his life in contravention of this section if he dies as a result of the use to such extent in such circumstances as are permitted by law of such force as is reasonable and necessary in order to effect a lawful arrest. First of all, he gives a condition here. He says permitted by law. The law says that the security agencies, they have the power to go and arrest anybody who is meeting under a proscribed organization. That's number one. Number two is that the officer or agency is engaging in a lawful arrest. It is not unlawful. The law already permits that. And if in the process he applies a force and kills that person belonging to the proscribed organization, there is it is covered by the Constitution, not even the law. It's covered by the Constitution. So what am I trying to say? What is this message all about? I'm using this opportunity to appeal to those who identify themselves as members of indigenous people of Biafra, for which this proscription order and terror tagging order was made, to desist from having meetings openly or face to face. If you want, you may, I said may, use technology and do your meeting. But to come and gather in a place and conduct meeting, you are exposing yourself unwittingly to be arrested, and if in the process you may be killed. I am using this opportunity to appeal to anybody watching this video. If you have your brothers, your sisters, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, whoever they are, back in Nigeria, please call them and advise them to desist until this court order is set aside, until this court order is upturned. But for now, they should step aside. If anybody is urging you, pushing you from foreign land through a radio broadcast, let that person come and lead in the front and let's see it. And if he's not able to do it, let the person send his family members who are in Nigeria to be in front. Please, this is very important. I want you to share this video, make it go viral. My conscience asked me to make this revelation, to make this enlightenment, and to make this teaching. IPOB is a proscribed organization according to that court order of September 20, 2017. And it is also terror tagged within the Federation of Nigeria. That order has not been upturned. It has not been set aside. Anybody who is deceiving you, gingering you to do otherwise, that person does not mean well for you. Let that person come and be in front, or send the family members to be in front. This is all I have to say. By the way, before I forget, Section 17 of the Terrorism Prevention Act also specifies life imprisonment if you carry out a terrorist activity even outside of Nigeria. Example, what happened to Senator Ike Ekweremadu? Anybody who is caught and prosecuted in Nigeria, that person is liable to life imprisonment. So those people that participated in the beating of Ike Ekweremadu, because that's part of the way terrorism is defined in this act, they are actually liable to life imprisonment. So this law has a lot of, a lot of booby traps. I strongly urge our people of conscience, call your relations, your relatives, whoever they are back home, tell them to stop meeting face to face, tell them to stay away and observe, quietness for now. Until, I repeat, until this law is set aside, this court order rather, is set aside or upturned. But for now, it is a court order and it subsists. Anybody telling you otherwise, let the person come and lead, or send his family members to be in front. Thank you, good people of the world, and God bless you. Bye-bye for now.